Welcome, everyone. Hopefully, everyone can hear me a couple minutes early, but I wanted to come on a little bit early just to make sure that everybody realizes that there's a description in the video where they can click on that link and they'll come to this part here where you put in your email. And then once you do that, you're going to receive information about what we're going to talk about today. I want to share some things that have continued to happen for me, especially when it comes to earning Bitcoin and basically earning it out of the clouds, really. To be honest with you, that's what I've been doing for well over 16, 17 months now. Actually, maybe a little bit longer than that. So November will be 2 years. And the platform that we're going to talk about, we're going to get into here in a moment. Once you click on the link in the description below and enter a good email into this page right here, you'll be taken to this page. And I want to make sure, for some reason, this doesn't have a cover on it. I've been struggling to get that cover on there, but this is our review training page, okay? And it's free for you to peruse through and get all the information required. This is the new information update as of this month for the new 24-month or 2-year contracts in the DeFi staking area of Bitcoin, which you don't hear a lot about, okay? And here's our free image. You can left click on that in your mouse, free to join. And then here's the actual video webinar that you want to watch. And then we have the 2.5 step, which is withdrawal proof specifically, and how we've gotten that off the blockchain, that kind of thing. And fund your wallet, purchase contract. You'll see me purchase my 36 contracts or 35 contracts, maybe. I think that's what they were. 30 or 36 pack, which was 3-year contracts. And then there's some bonus information as well, withdrawal proof. Here's my YouTube playlist, and you can also friend with me on Facebook. Ask me questions there. Okay, so hopefully all of you can hear me. I'm here to answer questions as well. I'll be checking my StreamYard for any kind of questions that you leave in the comments. This is the specific platform that I use. I've been using this since November of 2023. And this platform has enhanced in the past month or so. They've upgraded the website a little bit. So it doesn't take quite as long to enter. Sometimes it takes a little longer for it to enter in, especially on your phone if you're in a remote place. But they have introduced the 2-year staking contracts for Bitcoin. Everything is in Bitcoin going in and coming out. Also, everything can be in Bitcoin Cash going in and coming out, but I would recommend Bitcoin itself because you can put it in with Bitcoin and you can send it back to your cold storage wallet in Bitcoin as well. To me, that's the universal law as far as I'm concerned with understanding the contracts that they're using. And it's DeFi staking, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And it's using Bitcoin. It's a way for us to be able to farm Bitcoin in the clouds and be able to get rewards. Now, as you can see, I have a balance of 986. That's about the last 5 days, okay? Last week, it was a little over 1,000. This week, it's going to be about the same on this specific platform, just for my efforts in promoting what I've been a part of and what I'm doing on this platform for the past almost 2 years. 2 years will be this November. Okay, so, and that's just with upfront commissions. Okay, so if we scroll down here, we'll see that the staking profits are right in here currently right now. Now, I don't want to answer too many off-put questions that you could actually go back to this training page that I showed you here You can learn all the information there. I don't want to continue to repeat myself there, but I will say that this is a part of my specific efforts when it comes to signing up for contracts themselves, and using the $100 non-refundable fee. It's not an investment. It's a fee required for each contract that you purchase. Okay. And the training will go through all of that, the training page, and they'll explain pretty much everything that they need to explain. Okay. So in my efforts with the contracts that I have, and as you can see right now, I have 20 total active contracts. Okay. I pretty much set those contracts back in November of 2023. I haven't really added to them or changed them since then, because I'm a person that, okay, I get to a certain point and then I want to see results. Now, can you get 80 contracts? Yes, you can. You can actually grandfather into 120 contracts, I believe, total. But they do limit you on how many. So this is my specific efforts on the actual part that you'll probably take advantage of when it comes to just purchasing individual contracts. Okay. And then for this one, the reward referral staking, as you can see, I've done a lot more, a little over double, almost 3 times as much from my promoting abilities, and then also that income that's going into staking automatically. Okay. That means that this money that's gone into there is increasing my ability for earning income via the staking platform, and it does not include this type of commission. This is upfront commission, and this is upfront commission that I've earned just from the affiliate portion of this platform. Okay. Now, along with the affiliate portion of this platform, if you're able to promote to other people, which as you can see, my referrals are about 1,242 people. Now, that's a line of referrals of people. And you can see my first line of referrals is about 194 people. And out of those 194 people, they've acquired about 1,048 people under them, several different levels that go down. So that's where this total comes from. And that's where this total for staking is continuing to increase day by day. Okay. So most of you probably won't do that. Okay. You'll just be focused on this type of income right here. And I can tell you that I only put about $1,500 into this platform since November of 2023. And that's what it's starting to produce right there in the past 2 years. So go to the training page. Once you submit your email, click in the link below. You'll go to this specific training page and you'll be able to get all of that information. I know you may still have questions, but don't worry about it. Take your time, because it's very imperative that you at least give this a chance. Okay. I know that you've probably been introduced to all kinds of different crazy things in today's day and age, of course, but I will say that this platform has been consistently paying off for me. Now, it's a little slow in processing, so this may take a moment, but I'm going to show you what I've been doing with withdrawals, and they're sending them to my cold wallet storage. Okay, that was pretty fast, actually. And as you can see here, I made a withdrawal on August the 5th. That's my last withdrawal. Today, as you can see at the bottom there, is August the 16th. So that was 11 days ago. And it was for 1,003. Okay. And if we go back to July 25th, that's 352. July 18th, that's 539. This is all up front. Okay. So just for July, that's 500, that's 1,000. That's $1,400 just in July specifically. Now, here lately, it's been a little bit quicker. Okay. So for the month of August, so far, I've already made 1,900, and it's including what you saw on the front that I haven't made a withdrawal on. Okay. So, and it's still just the middle of the month in August. Okay. So you can see all of these withdrawals that I have made. They've gone to my specific cold storage wallet or any wallet that you can designate. I recommend cold storage wallets. Okay. That means that that's not a third-party platform. That's something that you can control from your Ledger Nano like I have. Okay. So you can see all of these withdrawals have been accepted and confirmed. Okay. So let's go to my overview portfolio again. This might take a moment. Definitely let me check too to see if there's any questions in the comments. No questions right now. That's okay. I'm definitely here to help you understand, what's going on with this platform, what you can do to earn income. Okay. Through Bitcoin. Now, the best thing about this is that when they send your Bitcoin to your cold storage wallet, no one besides you and the company know that that happened. Now, they will ask you in an email whether you made this request or not. Okay, you say yes normally to get that withdrawal. But once they do that, there's no real main numbers or digits or any type of address like a Bitcoin address or wallet or anything that they show to anybody in that email. Okay. So that's one really good thing about this platform. Okay. So you can see we're back on the main platform. Now, this number, don't get this confused. This is what in the training you'll learn this, but this is what the bank, okay, they're anonymous banks that are making loans every time you decide to purchase a contract. Okay. Once you do that, and it tells you in the training that this is how you really get started. Most wealthy people, when they do have money, they say, for instance, they take $30,000 and they purchase Bitcoin. They just go straight on and purchase Bitcoin itself, stored in their wallet. They might hold it for a while. If you would have purchased Bitcoin approximately a year ago, it was about $55,000 a coin. And now today, what is it? 118,000. That's basically double. Okay. So most people don't have that kind of money to purchase that kind of asset. Okay. And that's what these bank totals of total stake balances is about. The bank is actually putting a loan against that $100 purchase, which is not an investment, but it's a fee that they charge for each contract purchased. And then the bank comes in and puts a loan into that specific contract, and then the money starts to accumulate because you've already got a balance that the bank has put a loan on the contract or DeFi contract with. So as an example, if you get one contract for $100 fee, it's not an investment, it's a fee for that contract, you will start off at about $30,000 from the bank in a loan. And once you do that, it helps you to start accumulating much quicker, much faster than you would if you started at zero. Okay. Most people just don't have that kind of funding to get started to be able to start accumulating any type of growth. And so that's what this DeFi staking platform helps you do. Okay. So let's go to my contracts, and you will be able to see specifically when I purchase those contracts, what they are. Okay. And this still tells you a total of the balance. So see, this is my banking balance. See that? And this is adding to that balance. So the balance is what? 650, yeah, 1.65 million total right now in total balance. So after all expenses, including the interest from the bank, the insurance on the contracts, you'll get that in the training. Then this is what you're left currently with my current earnings from the contracts that I've made purchases on. This does not include any of that extra residual income that I've earned from promoting what I am actually doing. Okay. So if we scroll down here, specifically, you will see the contracts that I purchased and when I purchased them. You'll be able to see that my first contract was right here, November 13th, 2023. And it was the package contract. It was a 36 contract, or 3 years, 36 months. 12 times 3 years is 36 months. And you'll see that I'm earning about $518 in my last profit. And that is daily. That means that's 15 contracts at one time. So if you decide to purchase a contract package, which is a 15 pack of contracts for the price of 10, remember it's a $100 fee for each contract. So if you decide to purchase that bulk contract of 15, you actually get 5 for free for the same price as you would individually for 10 contracts. Okay. You can get the 24-month with that package, the 36-month, and the 5-year or 60-month. And I believe you can get a package for the 72 months. I believe it's 72 months for the 7-year. Maybe actually it's 72. It's 84 months. Okay. So this is my biggest daily earner, that package. And if you decide to get a package, even in the 24-month or 2-year package, you're going to see the biggest growth every day in that specific package because it's times 15. Okay. So you can also see that this is my 84 contract, which is my only 7-year contract. It's earning 142 a day. And then there's another one too. Maybe I bought 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it says 60 DeFi, 80 contract. Okay. It just depends on which ones those are. And you can open this up. Okay, I'll go inside here and try to open this up and we'll see how long this takes. But you can see they'll give you every daily earned from each contract and or package. And you can see this package right now is earning the most out of all the contract packages because the other ones are just individual contracts. Okay. But this is what the bank put up for all 15 of those contracts. So if you divide 649,000 into 15, you're going to get about 34, maybe 32, maybe a little bit less than that. I can't quite remember. It was between 30,000 and 34,000 that they loaned you to get started. Okay. And it shows you pretty much everything you need to know, including the actual contract number. They tell you the insurance fees every month. The insurance is getting paid, and that comes out of your earnings. So all of these earnings that you see is after they have paid the bank interest, the monthly fee handling, the insurance, the loan interest per year. So look at this on this package of contracts. Just me, and just imagine there probably is hundreds, if not thousands, of people that have gotten these type of package contracts. They're getting $2,041 a year just in interest from the loans that they're going to get back in the end anyway. So once the contract has been expired in those 3 years, and all of a sudden your balance of your profit end of the entire contract package becomes available, then you can make those withdrawals. Okay, so if it's a 24-month, you can't make a withdrawal unless you're doing residual income from the upfront residual. But in the actual specific contract itself, it will not expire until those 24 months are up. But once those 24 months are up, then you will be able to collect your profits. So you can see right now, this has about another little bit over a year. Okay, so notice it's got 452 days left, and the total is 1,094 days. So we're well past halfway in this package. Okay, so since we're about halfway in this package, you have to also remember, well, then Eric, that's going to about double, right? So it's going to be about 400,000. No, Actually, it's going to be approximately more than that because this is compounding every day. And the longer it goes into the third year, the quicker this thing's going to compound. So my daily profits of $528 within another 6 months are going to be $700 and $800 and $900 and more a day. So they're estimating that this is going to be approximately about $520,000 to $540,000 total at the end of the period of 3 years, which is 1,094 days. And I have 452 days left. And as you can see, it gives you, for the past 15 days, it gives you the balance that's gone in, 0.07% for the day, and so forth and so on. And so if you add up 0.07%, which is 1/7% per day times 30, that's about 2.1% per month, okay, on average, but then it's compounding on a daily basis. So that's actually how the staking specifically works, and you'll see all of that in the training. Okay, so I hope that I've been as transparent as possible, because this is what's going on with me. As you can see in my other individual contracts, that one's making 145, that's 145. These are daily totals, ladies and gentlemen. So if you take 528, 628 plus 40, 660, 670, 770, 810, 815, 915, 960, 1,060, 1,100, 1,200, around $1,250 a day because I took action. And that's from a total of 20 contracts. Okay, so about $1,200 a day. That's pretty good, even though it's mostly inside the staking platform. That means I cannot acquire it until at the end of each contract's expiration. Okay, so I know that's a lot of numbers, that's a lot of figures to throw around, but it is still working. I'm still receiving withdrawals. Sometimes they take a little bit longer to send withdrawals, up to 72 hours, because they have a community of people working for them. They probably don't have much of a staff to actually handle all the withdrawal requests that they're probably getting. But definitely, as I said before, I put in about 1,500 initially. And some of it was from residual income as well as my own income. I believe I put in $700 of my own, specifically sent from my Bitcoin wallet. And as I continue to grow and get more funds, I put approximately a total of about 1,500 into all of those 20 contracts. Okay, so 15 contracts cost me $1,000. So another 5, that makes sense. Okay. So I did spend exactly $1,500 for all 20 contracts, because I got a 15 pack that I got for $1,000 because the price is $1,000. Okay, so right here is where you can apply and purchase these individual or bulk contracts, the package contracts, as you'll see here. The hybrid 24 pack is what they call it. You'll get 15 contracts, as you see right there, for the price of $1,000 fee. Normally, it's $100 per contract, which would normally be $1,500. So you're saving $500 right there. And or you can purchase individually, and we go to the 36 pack. They also have the pack in the 36 pack as well as the individual. And then they have a 60 pack. They don't have packs in the 60. I'm sorry. They don't have packs in the 5-year or the 7-year. Those type of numbers will become astronomical at some point. And check in the training. Click on the link in the description below, and you will see that people have been withdrawing. There is confirmation of that. There's also confirmation specifically in the first video of this training page, this one right here, that talks about and tells you that and shows you the actual Bitcoin wallets that all of these withdrawals are being sent from. Okay, So let me check on the comments. Maybe I can make a comment. My people still scared to join. Hey, I get it. A lot of people are scared. I have 26 contracts already. That's great. Am I a leader? Probably not according to Cryptex yet. Okay. I'm pretty far along in this. I don't really do a lot of promoting. I probably put up 1 or 2, maybe 3 videos a month showing my results. And so far, I just like to show people that I am withdrawing. Remember, I only initially invested about $1,500 exactly. Of actually 700 of that my own money. The other 800 was from referrals or referring other people and letting it build up, and then making another purchase of contracts. At some point, I stopped at 20 contracts. I know a lot of people might have way more than that. That's at your own discretion. I don't blame you for having more. I don't blame you for having less. But one factor is that if you have at least one contract that you've purchased, then you're allowed to use your affiliate link on this platform to promote to others that may be interested. And so it's real easy for you to be able to send them to this training page and just make sure that they don't click on this to join me. And then whenever they're ready to join, you just share your link, okay, that they actually give you here in the back office. And it's a referral program. See the referral program link there? They'll be able to give you that link specifically, okay? So as you can see too, I have 190 people. So right now, I'm in this position here. I'm halfway to the number of people that they say I need for that leadership program. But on the front end, I am doing pretty good as far as that's concerned. So I'm pretty close to being on the leadership platform, but I'm not going to boast about that because I'm just in it for the money. Okay. I'm in it to turn $1,500 into as much money as I possibly can. And as you can see, I've taken $1,500, and right now what I've specifically gotten back is $13,400, and that does include this. So it's actually $12,500, okay, that I've gotten back. So I've almost 10x'd my money so far up front. That does not include the investments that are coming. Now, they're really not investments. I don't really want to call them that, but they are individual contracts that they have a individual $100 fee. And then you go from there. And I'm not saying that this is 100%, and I guarantee you this is going to happen, but I will say that they have been here as far and as long as I've been here, almost 2 years, and I've always got a withdrawal from them. Sometimes it's taken them a little bit more time to get it to me, but I've always received a withdrawal, okay? And so I can actually make a withdrawal today, and let me show you that, okay? I'll go into my back office here and make a withdrawal request. And I'll show you how I do things a little bit, just so I can make sure that I have the exact wallet, and it helps me to confirm that, okay? So this is the platform where you're going to make the withdrawal. Now, I've learned over the several years that if you do more than a $500 withdrawal, they're not going to charge you 10%. It's going to be about 5%, because you can see there's a conversion fee here. Now, a lot of people will say, well, that's between 4% and 10%, okay? Now, what if somebody wants a withdrawal of 200,000? Are they going to take 10%? Are they going to take 20,000 out of that 200,000? No, it'll probably be half of that. It'll be 10,000. But would you rather get 190,000 of that 200,000 or zero of that 200,000? I don't care. I mean, I'll be $190,000 richer in Bitcoin. So what do I care? Okay. So there are going to be some transaction fees. Okay. A lot of these people, or this platform is not doing this for free. Okay. But they've set up this anonymous platform so that people can be able to earn Bitcoin out of the clouds. And that's where this money comes from, is out of the clouds. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go to my back office here. I got to go back here and go to my withdrawals, and I can get my Bitcoin wallet that I sent from the last time or made the request. So I go down to the bottom, and this is the one that I've done the earliest. And I'll take these numbers right here and go all the way to the end and make a copy. Then what I go do is I go inside here to my Gmail account, and I will put this in the top of that Gmail. Okay. And then we go here. And notice when that is put in there, then I know this is me. You see that? And I click on that and so, okay, there it is right there. It says BTC. I'll go ahead and copy it right here specifically. And let's go back to my platform. This may take a little bit, a little moment, but it's okay. Sometimes this platform runs a little slow. On the weekend, it seems to be a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to put the balance in here of 9. I like to take it all out. I don't like to waste time. And I like to see it go into my cold storage wallet. Okay, then I'll put in my cold storage wallet ID, and I check that. I look at the first 4 and the last 4. First 4 and last 4, and you notice here it's clicked over. Once I've left click out of this wallet, or this icon here, it's clicked over. You're going to receive 936 out of the. So it's taken about 80 or 50 bucks. It's taken 49.30 out of it. Okay, which is what, 5%? Yeah, it's about 5%. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to confirm. Left click. That may take just a moment, and it's okay. Withdraw funds. I'm going to final confirm. Yes. Left click. And we're done. Notice it's got the deal to 0. Now, you can wait about 36, maybe up to 72 hours. It says 12 to 48 hours processing. I just always have to remember that they have a community of people actually processing these type of things. So they may be going through hundreds a day. You know, you never know. But once that happens, then I'm back to 0 again. Okay. And we'll go back. And sometimes, you know, they've done the best that they can with this platform so far. But all I can say is that if it's down every once in a while, I've had people email me asking me, well, Erik, why is it down for? Well, because they're going through maintenance. Not every website is going to be on 24/7. There's always going to be some downtime with some type of maintenance, or they're backing up the system. They probably do that once a week, and sometimes we may not look at it for a couple days, and they already did the backup. Okay, so you've got to make sure that you just stay patient and know and realize that they're not going anywhere. At least at this point, I've seen it where they're doing just fine. Notice it's zeroed out that balance. Okay, and let me check on anybody who's put some information in. Okay. Don't know where to actually share my link, Radical Niche. Okay. Well, you can go on Facebook and speak to people in Messenger. I wouldn't just automatically share that link with people. I would just ask them if they were interested in a story that you may have about earning Bitcoin. 50 active downline. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I made a withdrawal once and wanted to test the system. It was successful, and I received my money in a few days. Yeah, correct. You're correct, sir. And it's definitely a platform that I've enjoyed thus far. Okay, I'm really going to enjoy when my first contract comes out, and it's this type of money right here that I can withdraw into my cold storage wallet. Okay, that's life-changing money. If you're interested, click on the link in the description below. You'll come to this here, put in your best email address. And then once you do that, you'll be on my email list. Also, you'll be able to be directed immediately to this training page to where you want to watch this first video. Okay. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment links below on YouTube. I'll do my best to track those down and to give you my best opinion or comment reply as best I can. And but I will say that this platform has really started to pick up as well for me. For months there, I didn't do anything with it. I just watched it grow. I didn't promote it or anything. And now people are really getting interested again, which I don't blame them. You're looking for alternatives, and Bitcoin is an alternative. So click on the link in the description below. I hope I've helped you at least make an informed decision. If you decide, not to partake of this platform, that's fine. But this is one of the only platforms that I know of that involves staking Bitcoin in the cloud, and the money comes out of thin air. Okay, it really does. The Bitcoin comes out of thin air, and I like it that way. It doesn't go through any type of banking system. It goes directly to my cold storage wallet, and that's the way I choose to process this platform specifically. Okay, so click on the link in the description below, submit your email, get started with the training page, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, guys and gals.